Okay, time to look at our second core skill now, and it's the first punch that we're going to learn, and it is quite simply the most important punch you learn. There is no other way about this. Whether you're tall or short, doesn't matter. You need this punch to be perfect. It's the jab, okay? It's actually the lead hand punch, and it's the punch that most boxers use most often. It finds your range for you, it breaks open the defences of an opponent, it sets up combinations, it stops the opponent from settling, it allows you to control distance, it allows you to keep off an opponent who's determined to chase you down and beat you up. It is the most important punch, so it's important that we get it right. Let's get right into it and let's just examine the mechanics of the shot. Okay, so again, I'm going to get into my boxing stance. First action from a jab. If we imagine that I have a steel pole going right down through the centre of my body, out and into the floor, so that I can only rotate in this manner. What I can't do is allow my body to bend in any way. If you just think about that steel rod through your body at all times. As with everything else in boxing, a jab does not start with the arm. Okay, don't allow it to become an arm punch. First thing that happens from the balls of the feet on my front leg, I'm going to push off the front leg, and that allows these hips to rotate slightly in a clockwise direction. Okay, you can see here that my arms, I have a fist, but it's not clenched. I don't want to clench my fist, otherwise I end up tight and restricted, and I'll slow myself down when I'm trying to throw the shot. So from there, it's a push off the front leg, hips rotate, arm goes straight out and straight back. Now, just show you that from the side. And from the other side. It's accelerating, and that's key, okay? Think of a whip, where the actual power of the whip is the fact that it accelerates at the last moment and cracks onto the target. Same with the jab. Maximising the length of the shot without committing any common faults. As you're throwing the punch, just check this point of this elbow. Make sure that elbow doesn't come out, okay? It must go straight out and straight back, so that elbow follows the line of the fist. Your opponent's eye is great at seeing movements up and down. It's not so good at seeing movement coming back and forth. If that elbow lifts up, your opponent will spot it, block it, and send one back your way. So it's important that it's technically correct. Make sure the elbow, and as you can see, as we get to the end of the punch, the arm's going straight out, and then about 15-20%, maybe 25% of the distance to go, the arm turns round so that the palm is face down when the shot lands. Okay, so from there, common fault I've just described about the elbow, that's one. Another one is dropping this hand as you throw the jab. So this happens, make sure that when the jab goes, this arm stays. It's got to provide the protection. Likewise, the jab must return along the same line as it goes out. If I allow this to happen, I'll leave myself open for a shot coming back the other way. Next common fault, don't ever believe that by throwing your weight behind a shot, you're going to make that shot land with more force. It's just not true. It's not going to happen. All you're going to do is create a significant risk around you adding power to your opponent's shot, because you're adding mass to the incoming force of that punch by throwing your weight forward. So let's not get into this habit. Trying to launch your weight into the shot. Don't do that. Rotate, throw the shot, don't throw yourself, okay? That's the third common fault. Keep the hands up, straight out, straight back, accelerate, make sure that elbow follows the target, and you will develop a technically perfect jab if you follow those simple rules. Okay, that's core skill number 2, the jab.